So then Pimp C comes out.
Yes.
And I remember there was a video of you waiting outside the prison complex, and you were like so happy, you know what I mean, to see your homie.
Oh
Like,
yeah, because I didn't really want to go visit him that much because he had baby mamas and he had his wife at the time, and so everybody was kind of fighting over visitation. So I didn't really visit him. Now I visit him a lot in the county because there's more hours to go see somebody at the county. But in prison, I didn't want to get in the way of all that stuff. And then Pimp used to be able to call me from prison. Like, I won't say what unit or who, but there was a certain prison that he was locked up in where they would let him actually go in the office and make phone calls. So Pimp would actually call me on the phone, tell me about different records that he was listening to in the library. That's where he got the idea, actually, while in prison for doing Players Anthem, was by listening to the Project Pat album and saying, man, Pat got a hit on that motherfucker, man. Is it? He was curious as to how big it was in the streets. And I'm like, well, people fuck with Project Pat, but that single didn't really blow. He's like, nah, man, that's a fucking hit record. So when he came home, he called Paul and them and was like, man, we want to remake that record. And Paul was like, dog, we got thousands of beats. We can make you a fresh beat. He said, no, that beat is a hit. I just need those reels. I need that beat. And so the original version of International Players Anthem was us in 3 6 Mafia. But they had just won their Oscar. They were renegotiating their deal as artists. And so they got into it with the label. And so the label stopped them from doing features as recording artists, as rappers. They were still able to sell beats because they didn't have a production deal necessarily. So they ended up, and if there's a snippet that came out back then where you would hear them on the snippet. And so the snippet came out during All-Star LA. All-Star game in LA. And Big Boy and Andre both got the snippet separately. So Big Boy was like, I love it. Can I just rap to the drums? I love the drums. I want to freak the drums out and just rap over the drums. So when you hear him come in on Players Anthem, it's originally just him rapping over the drums. Andre was the opposite. Andre was like, I like the sample. I don't want no drums on my verse. And so that's how you hear the song like it is now. It's really crazy how it turned out.
Yeah. I mean, International Players Anthem came out, huge song, nominated for a Grammy again.
Yes. I went to that one.
You went to that one?
Yeah, but I lost the South Side. Kanye Ain't Coming.
Still an incredible song.
Yeah, I don't take anything away from Southside. Southside was a great song. Of course, I feel like mine was better. But then Kanye reciprocated and tried to give us an award saying our video was actually better than his when he won. So it's all good. You know what I'm saying?